Hey guys, how we doing today? As we're logging in, I'm going to try what we've been doing in the past. I want to have a question of the day. So my question for you today is, how many days a week do you actually train on the TRX suspension trainer? And don't worry, there's no right or wrong answer. Even if you say one, that's totally awesome, because I know your 1 day a week is with me, which is amazing. So guys, as you're logging in, our question today is, how many days a week do you train on the TRX suspension trainer? Welcome back to Strength with Straps. We are going to continue to build your strength, build muscle, make you stronger just by using this thing. Today we're focusing on squatting and pulling movements. We're going to do our regular warm-up. Then once again, we have 4 different exercises. We've got some really fun ones today. We do 4 sets of each, 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest, trying to make every set just a little bit more challenging. And then we're gonna end with our challenge exercise today. We did this one 3 weeks ago, your TRX Low Rows. We're gonna see how many of those you can do. Then we'll do a couple of stretches and you will feel so much stronger today. So let's get started with our warm-up. We're gonna start, as always, with our TRX standing rollout. Make sure your straps are at mid-length. I'm gonna have you stand facing away from the anchor point. Find that nice, strong, active plank, shoulders down and back out of your ears. Squeeze those buns. Roll the hands forward just a touch. Set and return. Let's begin 30 seconds. Eyes are slightly out in front of you. Shoulders are down and back. Let's line up that spine, getting your mind away from whatever it was doing before and bring it into that full body strength and contraction. Are those shoulders down and back out of your ears? Are you squeezing your butt cheeks nice and tight? We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Squat row combo is next. Straps stay at mid-length. Stand facing the anchor. We've got some major squat action today, so let's mobilize those hips. Be a little wider than shoulder width apart. Eyes up at the anchor. Drop your bucket down. Squat and plank. Row and squeeze behind your shoulder blades and plank. Alternate those 2 movements. Let's drop nice and low as your knees will let you go. Really feel a stretch in your hips, moving those knees. And on top, we are pulling. We're squeezing behind those shoulder blades. We've got a lot of rowing, pulling type movements to do today. We've got 10 seconds left. Squeeze, breathe, brace, tickle tummy abs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Forward lunge with I Fly. Straps stay at mid-length. Let's stand facing away from the anchor point. Find your Frankenstein plank position, body weight directly above your feet. Take 1 step forward, bend the back knee down, stretch. Pressing into the handles, come right back up. And then the other side, alternating sides. Dropping that back knee close to the ground. Nice big stretch through your hips. Are those shoulders staying down and away from your ears when you lunge forward? Are you bending your back knee down toward the floor to get a good stretch in the hip behind you? Is that front knee tracking directly above your middle toes? We have 5, 4, 3, this feels so good, 2, and 1. Good. I think I'm still sore from last week's workout. Let's do a single leg hip hinge. Straps stay at mid-length. Stand facing the anchor. Walk it back, arms straight out in front of you. Center your right foot to the anchor. I'm going to have you hinge forward, keeping your hips square. Hold for a second. Feel a stretch in those hamstrings and come right back up. Anchor your shoulder blades. You're hinging in and out of that position. The trick here is to push down on your handles. We talk about this every week, but by pushing down on the handles, you automatically engage your core, and that helps mobilize your shoulders and your hips, and it also helps you keep your balance. We have 5, 4, we're gonna switch right away. 3, 2, and 1. Switch feet, other side, hinge forward, keeping those hips square. I'm much tighter on this side, so I definitely feel a good stretch. I know I need it. That knee can be a little bit soft, and have you move in and out of that position. Big inhales and exhales. Again, we're moving ourselves outside from our crazy busy lives into this workout time. Just a little more than 30 minutes. You're gonna feel so much better afterward. 3, 2, and 1. Let's do your lateral lunges. Nice wide stance, toes pointed directly forward. Start with a little bit of slack in those straps. Bend your left knee, sink your left bum down. Pull yourself back up. Now bend your right knee, sink your right bum down. Whew, pull yourself back up. Let's alternate side to side. If you'd like to, you can turn this into that Cossack stretch where you rotate the toe up toward the ceiling. Maybe go a little lower. But remember, the depth you go is totally up to you. It's up to your mobility. I've got some people who are right here. Whatever you need to do. And we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and oh, it feels good. Golfer's rotation. We're gonna do that chest opener with it. So same position here, standing facing the anchor, handles belly button height, push down a little bit. Rotate all the way up, pivot your feet 180 degrees, drop the arms down to the side, take a few breaths here, bring it up, and swing it back through to the other side. That swing through is pretty fun. Trying to keep tension on the straps throughout this entire golfer's rotation with chest opener. We definitely need to work on opening the chest, on rolling those shoulders down and back to help with posture. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we are gonna start with a super fun exercise. I'm gonna take this one down so you can see me really well. It's called a TRX Pull-Up. So many of the people I train, being able to do a pull-up is a big goal of theirs. And so many people I know who can already do a pull-up want to be able to do more or want to be able to do cooler pull-ups. So we're going to use the suspension trainer to do your pull-ups today. First, we have to over-shorten your straps. To do that, you're going to shorten them all the way up. Now here's the tricky part. You want to grab the outside part of the strap. You see the one that's connected to my yellow adjustment tab? Just above this elastic here. I'll toggle down on my barrel lock adjuster or push down on your cam buckle. Pull all the way up. See how I made a big doggy ear? And then again over here, toggle down, pull all the way up. And then I've got 2 big doggy ears. You want your straps as short as possible. Now, if you're up against a door, you're gonna kind of have to put your feet out in front of you a little bit and kind of finagle it a little bit. But everybody else, you wanna be hanging directly beneath the anchor point. For our first set of pull-ups, what I'm gonna have you do is hang directly beneath. So I'm in this deep squat position, kind of like I'm going to the bathroom in the woods. And my biceps are lined up with my ears. I'm gonna pull my hands to my ears, or ears to my hands, and come back down. To make it easier, you push with your legs more. To make it harder, you use your legs a little bit less. Let's do our first set, 30 seconds, and hit it. Now in this position, I'm not lifting my hips up. I want to pretend like I'm hanging directly beneath that pull-up bar and literally just pulling my ears to my hands. I'm also keeping my shoulders away from my ears. And the fun thing about this is if you do want to rotate your hands a little bit, you can. You'll notice when you turn your palms toward one another, it's a little bit easier. Palms forward, a little bit harder. We have 10 seconds left. Arms and legs. 3, 2, and 1. Good, shake it out. Even if you used your legs a lot during that set, I bet you still probably felt it quite a bit through here. When you pull, you want to think of engaging behind those shoulder blades as you pull your chin up to your hands. Here's an option for a harder version if you'd like to try. Straighten your legs out a little bit more. Use them a little bit less, but don't lift your hips. That's cheating. Let's go in 3, 2, and 1. Ears to hands, and back down. Shoulders down out of your ears. I'm only going to do a few at this option because it's really mean. And then I'm going to bring my feet back under and use my legs a little bit more. And keep breathing. The more you use your legs, the easier this is on your upper body. And notice how my body weight is directly beneath that anchor. And as I get more fatigued, which I absolutely am, we have 10 seconds left, I'm using my legs a little bit more. 3, 2, and 1. Whew, shake it out. We're gonna do that again. Give your forearms a little bit of a break here. But what's cool is this can really lead you to doing regular pull-ups. It's another modified version, kind of like doing the banded pull-ups. Now your legs are assisting you. And as you get stronger, you use your legs a little bit less until you're able to do an actual pull-up. We're going again in 10 seconds. Remember, to make this harder, you straighten your legs out in front of you a little bit more. To make it easier, you use your legs more and kind of put them right underneath your body. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, pull-ups again. Big squeeze behind those shoulder blades. Again, keeping those shoulders down and back out of your ears. Bringing your ears right to your hands. And think about that neck space. It's really tempting to let your shoulders creep up. Keep them away. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. I know we've got a few rock stars out there who are like, all right, I do pull-ups, hundreds of them every single day hanging from a pull-up bar. What's in this for me? Well, I'm going to give you a very bad demonstration, but I bet some of you can do this better. Pre-kids, I could do a dozen of these, but right now, we'll see if we can even do one of an L-sit pull-up, meaning my legs are straight out in front of me. They stay straight out in front of me, and I pull my ears to my hands. Ideally, you have those hands out to make it a little bit more challenging. So that's your option. You can try it if you want to. I'm going to go back to our original version, assisted pull-ups. Ready, guys? 30 seconds. Here we go. Ugh. Is your core braced when you do this? Don't forget about that. And again, working through those shoulder blades, letting your bum hang straight below the anchor point. We have 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, that was no joke. Nice job, everybody. All right, we're going to move on to our TRX Single Leg Squats. I'm going to hang this other strap back up for you so I can come in a little bit closer. I can barely lift my arms overhead. That means we did something good. Straps are at mid-length. I'm going to have you stand facing the anchor point. Let's start with our left leg just to shake things up a little bit. Option with those single leg squats. You can put this right heel out in front of you like a kickstand, and that makes it a little bit easier. Otherwise, you can pick this leg up. Now here's the deal. It doesn't have to be a full pistol squat, especially if you can't keep a neutral spine. If you find yourself rounding your back, don't go that low. Should look just like a regular squat. In fact, everybody right now, let's do a regular squat together. Straps at mid-length, stand facing, drop the bucket down, and back up, and come on down. Now walk those feet a little closer together. Stick your right leg out in front, neutral spine. Ha-ha, a little bit of slack on top. Guys, let's go. Straight down, straight back up. Find that balance on top. Some of you are here. That's okay. Some of you are here. That's okay. You decide how low you go, how much you use those straps, as long as you're keeping that nice neutral spine, your shoulders are set down and back, you're not cheating by falling backwards, you're working at your own level. We have 5, 4, butt squeeze, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. We're going to go to the right side. Just a heads up, we're doing 4 total sets. Left, right, left, right. Okay, so shake it out. Get ready for that other side. In fact, when it's time to go, we're going to get back down to your squat position and then come from the bottom up on those single leg squats. So go ahead and drop your bucket down into that squat. Again, it could be here, could be here, could be here. Together. Now extend the left leg out in front. Perfect posture. Stand up. Let's party. Lower down. Again, it could be here. It could be here. Or it could be a full pistol squat if you've earned that. If your form is poopy, you haven't earned it. And that's official scientific terminology. Using poopy form, we don't want that. 15 seconds left. Again, is the knee tracking directly over your middle toes? Are those shoulder blades still set down and back, just like they were when we were doing your pull-ups? 3, 2, and 1. All right, I'm gonna get a prop. For this next set, you have the option of adding a weight, but not a lot of weight. A light dumbbell, water bottle, whatever you have around. I'm gonna show you what your options are. First of all, we're gonna do a single leg squat on the left foot. You can do the exact same thing we just did if you'd like to. Otherwise, single leg, single arm squat. Left foot, right hand holding the handle. I'll do my single leg squat with one arm. Next step up, hold a little bit of a weight there. You ready, team? Perfect posture, 30 seconds, let's go. Now you'll notice, even if you just went to the single arm version, it's harder because now you only have one arm helping you through the squat. Plus your core has to engage even more. Notice that little balance trip up there? Because you're working across your body. My left leg is working, but my right arm is assisting by pulling. And I've also added a load. More challenging. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. 30 seconds, and we'll do the other side. I'm gonna go to your right side. So hold that handle in your left hand. Again, option, you can totally do this, no weight, just single leg, single hand. You can do the right in your right hand. You guys ready? We're going in 5. Shouldn't be this out of breath yet. 4, 3, we're doing something good. 2, and 1. Here we go, 30 seconds. Shoulders down and back. This is our final set of single leg squats. Squeezing and driving and pulling. Again, are those shoulders set down and back? You can use that kickstand if you need to, and you're in charge of how low you go. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job, guys. You survived your single leg squats. Let's do some more pulling activities. 3 weeks ago, we did a series of shoulder letters. We're gonna revisit those. We'll repeat 2 of them and then give you a couple new ones to try today. So, 4 exercises, all shoulder fun. Straps are at mid-length. We're gonna start with your shoulder I fly. Arms go straight up above your head. Stand facing the anchor point, hands directly up, shoulders out of your ears, 1 foot directly in front of the other. Bend your back knee, lower down to your plank, stop. Are you still in a plank? Squeeze your buns, come right back up. Here we go, bend the back knee, brace, and return. You always want this offset foot stance when you're doing your shoulder exercises because it helps keep tension on the straps. So make sure you have 1 foot slightly in front of the other. And as you bend that back knee and fall backwards, your tail stays tucked, your buns stay tight, your body is staying straight as a surfboard. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That was my I fly. Now we're going to transition to your A fly. We also did these 3 weeks ago. Your palms will be up and you're bringing them to the outside of your sides. A little bit harder, you may need to adjust your angle. All right, we're going in 5 seconds. Find that end range, palms forward, 1 foot in front of the other. Now bend the back knee, arms stay straight, squeeze behind your shoulder blades. Bend that back knee, and remember that engagement that we had during the pull-ups is your core brace, tickle tummy abs. Now here's a tricky one. Are you keeping your elbows straight? It's an easy cheat on this one to bend your elbows and turn this into a triceps exercise, but I want this to stay in your shoulders. And 5, 4, 3, 2, last pull. Now we're gonna combine those 2 and do what's called a split raise, or like an alligator chomper is what I call them. Your hands are together, they open, together, flip, open, together, flip. So this arm is in an I, this arm's in an A. Both arms have to stay straight. That bottom arm's gonna try to bend. Give me that end range of motion. Both arms open, 1 foot directly in front of the other. This bottom elbow is straight. Now bend the back knee, close the chompers. Flip them over, open those chompers. Here we go. 30 seconds, and again, you know how to make this harder. If this walk your feet under just a touch, but make sure you can keep those ribs tucked in, your core braced, and both arms straight as you move through this range of motion here. One fun thing you can do if you don't have mirrors around you, and obviously after watching this video, is you can film yourself doing a couple of reps. You don't have to share it, and just watch. Take a look at that bottom arm. Is it staying straight? We've got 3, 2, and 1. Let's try a different version now. We're gonna do a W fly. So that one basically looks like this. I'm here, and then I'm pulling back and rotating the backs of my hands toward the back of the room. So you're feeling rotators. So I'm going to start at the end range of motion again. Arms in a W, one foot directly in front of the other, pulling back on those straps. You can already feel it behind your shoulder blades. Bend your back knee, straighten the arms. Bend the elbows, rotate the arms back. It's not a row, it's a rotation. Arms straight and return. You're still keeping your body as straight as a surfboard, and we're coming into that goal post or W type position. Eyes up at the anchor. And again, your shoulders are still ear poison. As you get fatigued in these exercises, it's so easy for your traps to take over and let those shoulders sneak up. Don't do it. Buns stay tight. 5, 4, 3, 2, and good job. Done with that shoulder series. All right, let's move on to another fun one. We're gonna do your TRX front squats. We did this one, oh gosh, I don't know, like 6 weeks ago, but we've done these, and I love them. They're basically like a hack squat in the weight room. Fully lengthen your straps. Let's turn around, stand facing away from the anchor. Now you've got to actually let go of your handles and get the straps in your armpits, like you're wearing a backpack. All right, now I'm on the balls of my feet, and my body's about a 45-degree angle, and my hands are glued to my rib cage. You can feel your rib cage. Can you feel it? Are they locked there? Good. I'm going to bend my knees to 90, squeeze my buns, come back up to my plank. Common fault is to bend the knees down. Don't do that. Stick your bum back, come right back up. Guys, 30 seconds. Let's start with our regular TRX front squats, and then we'll build on these from here. Really focus on this set, on being slow and controlled and deliberate and pressing through the floor and bracing the core and squeezing the buns. Again, you're in charge of your speed, but I recommend explosive if you'd like in just a minute. 10 seconds left. You'll feel this mostly in your quads and probably in your calves a little bit too. Again, being in that hack squat position. But don't worry, your bum and hamstrings are still working. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. All right, so that was probably hard enough, but if you want to go up a notch, you can add a hop to those. What? Yes. To add the hop, we're going to bend the knees, and you're going to hop forward, hop back, bend your knees right away. Hop forward, hop back, bend your knees. Making sure the second you hop back, those knees and hips are soft and absorbing the landing. All right, 45-degree angle, strong plank. Here we go, front squat. If you'd like to hop, you can, totally optional. Pressing the hips back as you land, squeezing the buns. I'm sure my camera is bouncing up and down right now because I'm not exactly light on my feet in this room. Now, if you're doing this right, you should feel an intense burning in your quads. 5, 4, 3, 2, and oh yeah, shake it out. If you want to, you can take a quick second. Stretch out your quads, stretch out your hip flexors. We've got 2 more sets of those. If you were hopping, your heart rate's probably up a little bit. Maybe it's up even if you weren't hopping. All right, here's my next challenge. You can hop again if you want, but I want to challenge you to go as slow as possible. How few reps can you do in 30 seconds? See if you can do fewer than me. Here we go. 30 seconds, as slow as possible. Sometimes simply changing your speed of movement can really change the intensity. Any of those exercises we did today, simply by slowing them down, although it helps us think about posture and form, can really make it a lot harder too. Try those single leg squats in slow motion sometime. We've got 10 seconds left. Are you behind me? I hope so. 5, 4, 3, 2, and woo! All right, one more set of those front squats. You can choose whatever you want to do. You can go slow motion, normal tempo. You can add the hop. I'm going to add the hop because, quite frankly, those are super fun. Kind of feels like you're flying a little bit. So we're going to go again in 5 seconds. Let's get into that position. Final 30 seconds before our challenge exercise today. Ready, set, here we go. 30 seconds, TRX front squats. Again, are those knees tracking directly forward? Are your eyes out ahead of you slightly? Looking to see what's ahead of you on that bike path? Big press to the floor. Buns are tight. tummy is still braced. 10 seconds to go. Big explosion, shooting out of that cannon. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing job, you guys. All right, we've made it to our challenge exercise. Now, those of you that have been playing with us for a few weeks, you know our challenge exercise today is a TRX Low Row. If you've done this before, hopefully you remember what your number was for this baseline test. Your goal today is to try to get 1 more rep, maybe 2 more, maybe 3 more. But as you get stronger, you're going to start to see improvement. For the TRX Low Row, I want you to fully shorten your straps. Not over shortening like we did with the low or with the pull-ups, but fully shorten so the straps are all the way up here. Okay? Now for the rep to count, here's what you gotta do. Your feet have to be directly beneath the anchor point. If you're up against a door, prop your feet up against the door. If not, you have to make sure your feet don't slide. Rub the dirt off the bottom of my shoes. And you get your feet right underneath that anchor. And then hands have to touch your rib cage in order for the rep to count. You don't get to arch your back. You don't get to flare your ribs. And if your hands stop about 2 inches from your rib cage, doesn't count. Now, if that's too hard, no problem. Move back a little bit and pick a angle where you still feel really, really challenged, and maybe put a piece of tape or something there so that when we come back and do this again, you'll know where you tested from, where your baseline is from. I'm gonna go as many as I can do. If you can do more, keep going. That's our rule. And then we'll start stretching. If you get done early, start your stretches a little bit ahead of me. And remember, any rep is good. Just do as many as you can. All right, gang. Here we go. Stopping is where you get. Today, if you're still going, keep going, guys. If you're done, grab a sip of water. Let's do a couple of stretches and get out of here today. We're gonna do your TRX lower back stretch with rotations. So your straps are at mid-length, stand facing the anchor point. By the way, I wanna know how many reps you got. I'm always curious. So write how many reps you got in the comments. The goal when we do our 40-40 challenges at the TRX is 40 reps. I've never gotten close to it. I think my best was like 30 a long time ago. So let me know how many you've gotten. Lower back stretch, straps at mid-length, stand facing the anchor point. Big inhale. Exhale, fold your body in half. This feels so good. Ears are lined up with your biceps. Now go ahead and bend your right knee. Press your left hip back. Look under your left armpit. Again, a few inhales and exhales. Feeling that pull through your armpits. Those lats, those muscles behind your shoulder blades did so much work today. Other side. With all of those pulling exercises, you'll probably be sore in your upper back. I'm gonna guess your quads a little bit too from all those front squats. And one side, then the other. Push one hip back, and then the other, rocking side to side. And slowly roll that up. Let's do your wide stance hip hinge. So the low back stretch, you fall backwards. The wide stance hip hinge, you take a nice wide stance, toes pointed forward. Now you're gonna dive forward. Breathe in, breathe out, press your hands forward, ears line up with your biceps. Gentle pressure downward on the handles. And now I'm gonna have you bend one knee and then the other knee. Still feeling tension in your core. You can bend both knees. You can swing those arms side to side. Isn't this lovely? Whew. Opening the chest up, lengthening through the lats, through the side body. And give me a big inhale. Exhale, roll that up one vertebra at a time. Now we have your standing chest stretch with torso rotation. So straps are at mid-length, stand facing away from the anchor point. Walk it forward. You know we're almost done now when we get to this one. Walk it forward to a T and step one foot in front. Shoulders down and back, thumbs are up toward the ceiling. And relax your head. I had some people ask a few weeks ago what Stevie Wonder in your neck is. Think of Stevie Wonder when he plays the piano and how he kind of waggles his head like that. Your neck should be relaxed to the point where you can do that. You shouldn't feel that neck and traps be really, really stiff. Now move back just a little bit, drop one arm down, reach the other over. Big stretch, keeping tension on those straps. And then the other side. Drop that other arm down, just that one up over the top. And again, feel free to do more of this too, if you're already enjoying these stretches. Now step back a touch, holding onto those handles. Forward fold, take a bow. You survived another one. We're getting stronger and stronger with every one of these workouts. What an awesome example you're setting for everybody in your life. Way to go, guys. And if you haven't yet, in the comments, I want to know how many of those TRX low rows you actually got. And also, how many days a week you use the TRX suspension trainer. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see you guys next week for Strength and Straps. And have a wonderful one. Bye, guys. Nice job.